If we take a random person that plays Honkai and tell the person to convince their friends to try this game by sending them a video, chances are it's gonna be one of these. Whenever animated shorts are released, they always are kind of a big deal. After all, they represent climaxes or major moments in the story. While the idea of animated cutscenes itself aren't a revolutionary concept, Honkai still manages to leave a strong impression on me as someone who isn't all that into this type of game. There are a few reasons that I believe made this the case. For one, every one of them has their own vocal tracks that accompanies them to further the emotions they want you to feel in that moment. Combine this with probably the most impressive blend of 3D and 2D animation on the anime gacha game market. You get one hell of a combination that sets itself apart from the competition. But these are not everything the franchise has to offer, as they also have full-on anime series that is available for free. I used to research how the dev team go about creating these impressive pieces of art, and it all comes down to one word: outsourcing. There are many reasons that MiHoYo or Hoyoverse do this. One of them was because the staffs are tech graduates that aren't necessarily animation industry experts, so they needed help from the professionals who have the expertise in this field. Keep in mind to take what I say with a pinch of salt, because these are just observations from a random dude on the internet that only has access to publicly available information. I went into this in an old video which you could watch, but the gist is that MiHoYo supervises through the whole process, providing the concept arts and stuff, while the contracted company does the technical works like creating models and animating. Below I'll link a Japanese article for further reading where it goes in depth on the technical stuff from Wondarium, the dev's go-to company for making shorts, and their work on Will of the Herrscher. That was 4 years ago. Here they are in the latest one. The production of Will of the Herrscher took 5 months, and assuming today's shorts took roughly the same time, there could be many changes made in this time frame that wouldn't make it into the animation. For example, in Everlasting Flames, best animation by the way, Kiana's Flame Scion has extra ornaments that looks like a callback to the HOV battlesuit. She's also missing her red streak in her hair. These are minor details, but none was as severe as this one. Do you see what's wrong in this frame? Anyways, have you ever been noticing how we've been getting frequent animated sequences as of late, both in Genshin and Honkai? That may be because of a branch, MiHoYo Anime, who has been gaining experience all these years. A recent anime series they made, Elf Academy, doesn't seem to be in collaboration with any studio, so with all the growth and expansion they've had, we could very well expect more juicy in-house production content coming in the future. Animated shorts, and by extension its vocal tracks, is what keeps me playing. When Lament of the Fallen starts, when the piano part of Moon Halo comes on, you can feel the passion that goes into creating every single one of these scenes. And while sometimes they don't make it easy to follow the story, what the fuck is a quantum normalization? Everything else from the music to the visuals does their job to tell you what emotions you're supposed to be feeling. I especially like the 90s anime sequence from the latest one. Considering most flame chasers didn't have a 3D model for shorts, it makes a great approach. Talking about 3D models, Teresa still doesn't have one, so that means she would still forever be irrelevant. Now watch the next chapter prove me wrong. I would also complain about how much getting to the point that these animated shorts become worthwhile are not the most straightforward, but since then it has been changed to be more accommodating, so great job on the devs. These are stuffs I wanted to say but didn't necessarily fit anywhere, so here we are. Next video I'm working on is the Sakura episode for the Fire Morph series, so until then, have a great time.